everyone! So today I thought I would film a slightly different kind of video and kind of talk you through the items in my fridge that weren't there before I moved to the UK. So basically things that I started eating after I moved to London. I'm not going to talk about random things like avocado or like dumplings and things like that I really enjoy eating here. I'm gonna focus on strictly British traditional kind of products. I chose 5. There's obviously more that I consume, but at the same time my diet still is mostly Mediterranean / Central European inspired. So the stuff that I am going to show you I don't actually eat on like a very regular basis like a British person maybe would, but I do eat them from time to time here in the UK. So yeah, let's start with the video. First I'm going to point out the obvious. Baked beans. Now this is something that I don't enjoy regularly, but I have to admit when I'm really in a rush and only have 5 minutes to eat, I'm sometimes gonna make myself some toast with butter and pour baked beans on top. These are the ones that I normally buy. They're the Heinz beans and they come in rich tomato sauce, it says. Actually this isn't as bad as you may think. I do love beans in general but yeah, it's actually very edible, although I wouldn't ever eat them for breakfast like people here do. To me it's just like a lunch kind of topping for toast. Then I have something that doesn't look very appetizing. It is called pickle. I don't really know how to explain what this is or how it tastes like because it has a very specific kind of taste that I would assume a lot of people wouldn't like, but I really love it. Again, I eat it on toast with butter and just put a little bit of this on top. You only need like 1 teaspoon, like that's enough for 1 toast or maybe 2. And then I would also maybe put some cheese on top. A lot of people here use it as kind of like a sandwich filler. Again, they eat it with cheddar cheese normally. And I'm just gonna read out to you what it actually says this is. Right, it doesn't actually say what this is, but it's basically veggies. So it's like veggies in some kind of like a sauce. It smells really weird, like you wouldn't think this is delicious. Let's see if Google has an answer. Branston, which is the brand, is a British food brand best known for the original Branston pickle, a jarred pickle chutney. And in case you don't know what chutney is, let me read out an explanation as well. It is a sauce or a dry base for a sauce in the cuisines of the Indian subcontinent that can include such forms as tomato relish, ground peanut garnish, or a yogurt, cucumber, and mint dip. Anyway, if you are visiting the UK, give it a try and let me know what you thought, whether you liked it or hated it. I feel like you either fall into one of those 2 categories. It's kind of like Marmite or like Vegemite. Not that it tastes like that, it doesn't taste like that at all. I cannot stand Marmite or Vegemite, but from the point of either you probably like it or you don't. Then we have pies. Now what most people here I feel like eat are cottage pies, and the most popular is shepherd's pie, I believe, which is like a meat pie and the crust is made out of mashed potatoes. I personally don't really like that one, but I do love chicken pies. Back home we mostly have just like apple pies and stuff like that, so a pie would be like a sweet dessert. But yeah, here the ones with meat are way more popular. This is kind of how they look like. It's just like this mini dish. The one that I have right now is chicken and ham hock pie that's filled with creamy cheese sauce and topped with puff pastry, not mashed potatoes. And now we have made it to the final 2 products, which kind of go hand in hand and do fall under the category of dessert, I would say. It is scones and clotted cream. These are mainly eaten during an afternoon tea, which is kind of like a lunchtime or after lunchtime meal that the British people have that includes sandwiches, little cakes, scones, and obviously tea. It's one of those great British traditions that I actually really enjoy as well, but I don't do it very often because if you go have your afternoon tea out in a restaurant, it can get very pricey. But yeah, you can totally buy all those stuff in the store and make it yourself. Now let's go into the detail. This is what a scone looks like. There's two versions. One is plain and one is a sultana scone, which has basically raisins in it. What you do with this is you usually cut it in half and then you top it off with clotted cream, which is very thick cream. It's almost like butter, and I think the name is very appropriate because I'm pretty sure this clogs your arteries majorly. But yeah, I wouldn't eat this very often because it just looks like fat slash cholesterol in a jar. But yeah, you put this on a scone and then you also put jam on top. Some people do it the other way around, but I always put cream first and jam second. And yeah, it's very tasty, but like I said, very fattening, so not a good thing to eat every single day. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know, it was very different, but it's something that I would love to see kind of other people do, because one of my favorite things when I go to a foreign country is to actually go to a supermarket and see what they have and try out some local not only dishes but like products, snacks and things like that. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. If you do come to the UK and try any of those things, like I said, let me know how you like them in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking.